What is going on, guys? Sir Lewis here, and in today's video I'm going to share my indicator that is going to predict the top of this crypto bull market. As you guys can see right here, I'm going to share the charts, some details here, and how this is going to help us predict the top of this bull market cycle. But before that, I want to share an exchange that I use. A lot of you guys ask, what exchange do you use to trade on, to buy cryptos and all that? And that is BTCC. And BTCC is available for everyone in the United States and global because it is KYC free, meaning that you're not going to need to do, know your customer identification for this. Okay, it's KYC free and it's VPN free. So there's a lot of apps out there that are KYC free, but you might have to have a VPN if you're in the United States. Well, this one you don't. So you can download this. They have an app as well. They have a website, and let me tell you, it has over 300 plus cryptos and altcoins that you guys can buy. So like, say for example, you're only tied down to Coinbase or crypto.com. Well, if you send crypto over to this one, you're going to have more variety of lower cap coins, right? Coins that are much lower cap that can give you a better gain in this crypto bull market, right? Plus that, if you use my link, I'll put the link in the pinned comment, you get 10% deposit bonuses on all deposits over 500. So let's say you put over 500 bucks, you're going to get 10% deposit bonus. Okay, so it's a great exchange. Again, they've been up for 14 years. This is not like, an exchange that's been here for 2 years or 3 years or something like that. No, they've been up for 14 years and they haven't had a hack. They never, and that's really good because most exchanges out there, even the big ones, have had hacks. And shout out to BTCC, they haven't had a hack in over 14 years since they got, launched. And what's awesome too is, besides my deposit bonus that I shared right here with you guys, they're also having a trading campaign right now. They're going to be in the token event called Token 2049 Dubai. They're going to be there, which is great because that's where all the crypto, all the big crypto players are going to be. But they're having this huge trading event for a Cybertruck, so you can trade to win a Tesla Cybertruck giveaway of $1 million prize pool. Okay, and you can see right here, BTCC. Just use my link and you'll be able to participate in this campaign. Okay, and be able to, look, it's not just the Cybertruck. There's a bunch of things here that you can win in this prize pool. So this is basically free money, guys. And you can, within their app or the website, you can use copy trading before you do leverage trading. And what's awesome too is that leverage trading out here is amazing. They have up to 500x leverage for certain tokens, and that is insane because normally non-KYC exchanges don't have over 500x. They have less than 100x, but they have over 500. And again, you want to get good at this, maybe do copy trading first and then use leverage. But it's a great leverage, and this is where I do a lot of leverage trading, especially since the fees are great as well, even for withdrawing. So definitely check out BTC. The link will be in the pinned comment in the comments below, so definitely check it out. Use my link, and don't forget about the deposit bonus that you guys can basically get free USDT. So moving on to the indicator that I have, and this is an indicator that I actually coded myself. This is a unique indicator because it's based on the sentiment, hence the name of this indicator is called market sentiment, and it measures the market sentiment. Okay, and I finally released this indicator, coming with my course very soon. And this is a great indicator because it's a social based indicator, and a lot of times we don't have social based indicators that are accurate. Well, this one is, and we can see right here how the sentiment is. Right back in 2021, we saw these huge spikes. That was the top. And then we know that the second time here, when we came up here to Bitcoin in the fall, it wasn't as big in the spring. Let's be honest, right? And we can see that huge, it was less, right, based on the sentiment. Obviously, 2017, huge spike. And one thing I actually like about this indicator is the fact that anyone that's been in the previous cycles can agree that this cycle has been different in terms of sentiment. Like the amount of hype, the amount of retail that we had in 2021 is not in the cycle yet. Let's be honest, right? Back in 2021, there was way more retail in regarding the NFTs, metaverse. Crypto was big in the news. It was just a lot of retail in that was eventually exit liquidity, right? But what's amazing about this cycle, and this makes me super bullish, by the way, and I'll tell you why this makes me super bullish, is the fact that, Bitcoin doesn't just break its 2021 all-time highs, but it goes up and breaks 100K. And the sentiment, when you look at this right here on the weekly, it's still pretty low compared to 2021 levels where we have these huge spikes. You see that? That is interesting, and it just shows you the accuracy of this indicator, because anyone that's been in crypto for years and years, like I have, can 100% agree that the amount of retail, the amount of hype, the amount of euphoria comparing to the previous cycles is not the same this time around. Even with Bitcoin breaking 65K all-time high, breaking 100K, all these things, I mean, the government, right, supporting Bitcoin, Trump and all these things going on, and the retail amount of retail and hype is still not here. It's just, it's insane. But the reason why it makes me so bullish, guys, is because it just tells me that when the top is in for Bitcoin, it's gonna, when the top is in, we're gonna start to see spikes here for my indicator, spikes like that, right? Might not be the same level as 2021 all the way up here, just like 2021 wasn't the same as 2017 all the way up here. Okay, it might be lower. But what it tells me is that we're gonna go much higher for Bitcoin and altcoins because we're still very low in market sentiment. You see what I'm saying? So if we were, let's say, Bitcoin broke 100K, everything's going on in the market, Trump, the government, and we're up here, right? We're up here in sentiment. Well, that would tell me that we're getting closer to the end of this bull market. All we need is another spike here, and most likely that'll be the top, right? But we're not up there yet. We're still all the way down here, and we had a big drop here. So that tells me that once we have that big spike like that, once we start to see something similar to like this, that means that Bitcoin is probably going to go to 150K, maybe even 200K. And there is a chance Bitcoin can go to 200K this cycle. There really is a chance. My prediction is still 174K, but it's not too far from 200K. Okay? So this indicator, it just tells me that we are very, very bullish here because we have so much, space to come up here higher. And you got to understand the tops, looking at the previous cycles, are the spikes. When you get these big spikes like here and here, obviously, that's usually the top. And what's awesome is on the weekly, this also gives you the best times to buy. When we're here in the green, when we have this dip, right? That was the best times to buy right there. When we turn green and we're down here on these dips, same thing here, right? Even the COVID crash, it got the COVID crash right there. Best times to buy every single time. And we're getting pretty close to that. We're not, there yet, but we're getting pretty close to that. But either way, this is super bullish in my opinion. And we can come here on that was the weekly. I like using it on the weekly, the monthly as well. It also shows us that the sentiment is still very low, guys. The sentiment is still very low. And the moment you start to see the news and mainstream media pump crypto and Bitcoin into the news as much as they were back in 2021 and getting retail in, that will be once this starts to move up, right? Because they need to do that before the top of the market. They will do that to get retail in, like everyday people in, or people that are in the stock market and want to get higher returns, right? They will do that to get people into the crypto market so they can eventually be exit liquidity. But once you start to see that, that's a signal. And once you start to see that with this moving up, man, we're getting close to the end of the bull market and most likely the top. So we can also look at this for other, charts, right? XRP is another big one. We can see right here, XRP, despite what's going on, the sentiment is still very, very low here. Ethereum as well, right? Sentiment. This is what's amazing here for Ethereum. On the weekly, we actually came here in the green. So I bought Ethereum, not because of this indicator, but because, Ethereum under 2K, I think it's a great opportunity. I don't think we're gonna see Ethereum under 2K until next bear market. I think it's an amazing opportunity right here, especially with the market sentiment turning green here since Ethereum was back here under, around 1,781. You see that? So just wanted to share this indicator. If you guys want to get it, it's in my WAP. Join my WAP, and the lowest tier is the bronze tier for $8. You guys can get it along with my other indicators. But just wanted to share with you guys and love you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.